effort, but those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Yeah, now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Andrew Abbott gives way, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Number 74 gets the call from the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. They go back to back, and they add on. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boone. He knew it wasn't coming back. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Back to the top of the Mets order, Francisco Lindor, the next to hit. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Wild card series, game 2. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Will Benson. In the postseason, you just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Strike 2.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Nathaniel Lowe in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nobody left for. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the second. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. Juan Soto with a rocket. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they boost their lead. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Going, gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 9-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw to second is offline. And now it's Mark Vientos. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. He swings and fouls one off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in Game 2 of the wild card series. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
For Cincinnati, number 49, Rockford.
That's ripped to right down the line. And that one hops the wall. Throws to second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So man aboard, and the batter now, Brett Beatty.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, they're starting with this already. That smash towards center. And there's one down. Here's Luis Robert.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Well struck left field. Carrying well. And that one is gone. Luis Robert hits one out. His second homer of the night, and they add on. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, dude. Aggressive, and it paid off. My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power, Boog, he's making...
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
To right field, way back, gone. Juan Soto goes deep. They are unloading here, their 5th homer of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 16-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who could blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way. Well, he's living up to his power-hitting reputation today, Boog. A second homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make it. Pierce Johnson will come in. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. There's a line drive to left field. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here in Baltimore. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Spencer Steer. First offering way inside, almost got him. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Snaps it down to second. Steer on at first, nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Steer into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. Tap foul at the plate. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a bouncer. Lindor whips it to first, and that's the third out. Reds leave 1.
Leading off for the Mets, designated hitter, Abcdefghijklmnopqrstuvwxyz.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook. I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it trot.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 17-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
That's ripped into the outfield.
That's a foul ball.
Foul ball. Yo, 1. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. Jorge Polanco blasts one out. That's his third home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 18-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Brett Beatty will hit next. And it's through for a hit.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and the lead continues to grow. So, man aboard, Luis Robert now. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And La Pantera sends it out of here. His third home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 21-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Here comes. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Tony Santillan. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Friedel under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets,
Juan Soto down.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A solo shot. His sixth of the series, and they add on. It's 22-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. That'll make it out of here. Bichette blasts one out. That's his fourth home run of the series. One down. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
No, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And the 0-1. Line drive, base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
And here's the first baseman, Jorge Polanco. And he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Line drive. And that's just foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Two on, one out. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself.
Graham Ashcraft. The ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Full extension, makes the catch. What? In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Inside, almost got him. That's probably the last pitch he's going to throw. Here comes the umpire, and he's out of here.
Yeah, Boog, I think we saw it the same way he did, and you've got to send a guy packing after that. Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Now pitching for the
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tobias Myers.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That's in for a strike.
Well, these Reds, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play. No, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a two-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap. Ball one.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Rip, but it curls foul. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In the air, left side. Soto gets under it. Out, number 2.
Up next for Cincinnati.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Benson. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now at Oriole Park. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there, and it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 24-0. This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 4th home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 25-0.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Hammered, base hit. The throw into second. And he's out, trying for 2. Here's Juan Soto. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And wow, that one is way out of here. And he's gone yard again. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add to the lead. It's 26-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And it may be a long shot, but a trip.
Bichette goes. And it gets by him. Coming home. The run scores all the way from first. Safe at second, and he gets back in. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one is going to go. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they add to their lead. It's 29-0.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough. Pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live. On in history.
In, Jorge Polanco. Spoke to right, but he's got it.
Not pulled it all right there. He was clearly all over it. But
Emilio Pagan comes on now.
Emilio Pagan.
Laser could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
with that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here is Marcus Semien back into the box for the second time this inning, and we remember what he did the first time around.
Yes, we do, and now he has the chance to do it again. Some of the biggest names in baseball history have pulled this off. He's going for 2 home runs.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. Marcus Semien goes deep. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they add on. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast, 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. They go back-to-back, his 6th of the series, and they add on. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one's gone. They hit another. That's his 5th homer of the series. And they add on. Well struck, right field. And that one is off the wall. Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Smoked in the left, base hit. And the hits just keep on coming. Manager out of the dugout now. New pitcher for the Reds, Sam Moll.
Sam Moll.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Way back there. Gone. A 3-run homer. His 2nd homer of the night. And they add on.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His 5th home run of the game. And they add on.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap, man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one's back there, and it's gone. Jorge Polanco goes deep. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they add on.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and they add on.
Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I'll tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
So 2 down, next to hit, Marcus Semien. Base knock center field, and that extends the inning.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder, Luis Jr.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Got all of that one. His 6th home run of the game. And they add on.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman carried it out of here.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. So the lineup flips over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. That one is gone. A 2-run blast. His 5th home run of the game, and they add on.